Hey everybody, Rob McGarty, Bushwick Real Estate Services. Today we're checking out 2557 Perkins Lane in Seattle's Magnolia neighborhood. So we're just starting over here. There's a driveway down to these other houses on the left, but this does make a circular driveway here, which is actually super important on Perkins Lane because it's really hard to turn around. So this is the view from up in the driveway. It's phenomenal. Roof looks brand new. House is in okay condition. Let's go check it out. All right, here's the entry. So we got the circular driveway up there. You come down a few steps and we got this multi-pitch roof line, which is a little bit strange. But then you come into the house, slate floors, all new carpet in the upper levels. We'll see in the lower levels later. Kind of built-in storage area there. Wall of windows looking into this office with shelving. Over to the left is a pocket door into this huge living room. It's kind of ridiculously big. Super tall. Great light coming in from those transom windows and kind of a cool effect if you look at the posts go all the way up to the beams, but then it sort of curves over, so it gives it kind of a cool effect. I see a bunch of blown seals in those aluminum windows up there. Cool room, but the view is right behind here and you don't get any of it. So maybe this is a good workspace, TV room, that kind of stuff where you don't want to see the view. And then there's some terrible sheetrock work over here. I don't know if you can see the cracking going on in there. All right, now we head back out. So we came in the front door there, stairs up to the upstairs bedrooms, little coat closet there. And then we're gonna pop in here is the office. So it's got a really nice skylight and it has an ensuite bathroom. So really nice, could be a bedroom, perfect for an office though. This is strange, I didn't notice this before. So they got a pocket door and I think that might be the oven behind there. Dining room, see a little bit of built-ins on both sides. Then we come into the kitchen, and that indeed is the oven right behind there. So we got the oven, crazy microwave combo thing. Super old kitchen, nice butcher block here though, and then the view is just incredible. And that's really what this place is all about. So super basic kitchen. This door leads to the garage. So we've got some storage here. It's pretty dirty throughout there. Lighting in the garage is not working great, but it's just a one-car garage. It's pretty small, but you could probably fit a car in there. Definitely a lot of storage. All right, now coming back out, we've got this door to the deck. So this deck is off the dining area. This is the incredible part. So you then have your waterfront all the way down. It's not too terribly steep. The view is incredible. It's great. And then coming back inside, we will come down to the sunken living room in the main floor. So transition back to that brand new carpet in here. Nice tall ceilings in here. And then just a wall of windows looking out. And then another French door here going out to the yard. And so we just pop out here real quick. Check out the view. And then there is a little studio down there. We'll pop in there in a second as well. And then we got a shed there for storage and some other outside storage there. We'll check that out in a second. Otherwise, we're just gonna check out the rest of this sunken living room, fireplace, lots and lots of room here, and then we'll go downstairs. All right, as we head up to the upper level, it's all that new carpet up here. It's not a great install. We can see a lot of the edges on the stairs and that kind of stuff. I'm guessing it was a lot more rough in here based on the lower level, but upstairs is great for all fresh paint. Not quite sure what this is. A little access to storage, a little Monster Energy drink in there, back of the bathroom or secret sleeping area. It looks like a brand new roof. So this is a PVC roof, which is great. And the view is just ridiculous. Nice tall ceilings in here. They slope out. Closets. Looks like there's been a poster on that door for a long time. Bedroom 2's over here. So it slopes down a little bit lower at the end, but it's still 8 feet at the end, which is nice. Also all new vinyl windows upstairs. Bathroom has not been updated in a while. So we got this vintage flooring, which is actually kind of a cool color. And then this looks out onto the front. Linen closet. There's the stairs we came up. And then we've got a second bath over here. So 3/4, really good size in here. So it'd be easy to reconfigure this into something better. And that wall, that's the back of the plumbing we saw in the other room. And finally, this is the master primary, so southwest corner, huge windows, amazing, amazing view, just phenomenal out there. And we see the brothers through these trees here. And then this room goes on quite a ways. I don't understand the fluorescent light in here. That's a little weird. But otherwise, really good sized room, killer view, southwest facing. All right, and that wraps up the top floor. All right, so head down to the lower level. The carpet changes to this blue stuff on the stairs, then green stuff down below. It's much, much more rough down here. So we've got a little closet under the stairs. Another bedroom here. This one's pretty small. It's got a closet right there. This big shelf here, so I think this is more of an office. Older windows, so we've got a ding in there missing. But it is double pane. Paint's all super rough down here. Strange corner closet. And notice this wall curves, so there's a little bit of a curved theme throughout here. Another hall closet, also weird shape. And then this bedroom has a door to the outside, so we come out just under the deck there. And all old windows in here, duct taped together. Carpet, it's all the concrete sloping this way, so you could probably see a little bit. Then you see the cracks in the wall, so we got cracks there. We got cracks here, cracks here. So this whole corner seems to be sinking a little bit. Mismatched carpet, strange closet access, and then half the bathroom here. So we got old windows, giant jetted tub, single sink and vanity, and then another sink and toilet right here, all carpeted, which is really nice, you know. That part's not carpeted, but this part's all carpeted. This loops through back to that hallway. Again, change over a carpet. Now we got the washer and dryer tucked in here. Lots of lint being caught with that thing. It looks like some water damage behind there likely. Furnace tucked in way back there. Hot water heater way back there as well. It looks like a pretty new furnace, and it looks like I see an AC hookup on it as well. And then we got this staircase coming back to the shop. So we got galvanized plumbing coming in from the street and through most of the house. Duct work, so this is between that bedroom and the upstairs. This is kind of strange why it's not all full height. And then we've got another door, electrical panel looks pretty new, and then access to the outside there. And then this is just a little storage closet with interesting power. So it's like a grinder base, so some kind of crafting center studio. So that's pretty interesting. And that wraps up the basement. Okay, so now we're outside. This is the neighbor's driveway here. This storage is just a little bit of outside storage, not a lot, but you definitely do some yard tools. This is where you'd probably keep all your yard implements and that kind of stuff. It's surprisingly warm in there, given that we got the solar on it. And then popping down these stairs, this will take us to that studio. A lot of moss here. Oh wow, this is special carpet in here. So this is just a little studio, but great views. All the windows are blown out. It has power, has carpet. It doesn't appear to be leaking from the top. And then it's got a slider over here. So this is super neat. This would make a great home office. I mean, it does feel a little bit slanted down, but everything on Perkins Lane is leaning that way. All right, well, that wraps up this outbuilding. And then real quick, we'll just run over to this part of the yard. And you see this is sloped down here, typical being on such a, I mean, the slope here is quite steep, but the stairs aren't bad, and then the view is incredible.